Hey, welcome to the Red Sea. My name is Jesse. Before you jump into that video, make sure you visit KoolAidMan100x.com to get custom ebooks and other things that's available on the website. Link will be in the description below. Also visit the NFLShop to get yourself some Kansas City's Chiefs gear and your own personal team gear as well. And also, all the other sponsors will be in the description below. Now back to Kool-Aid.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy KoolAidMan100x. How you guys doing? Welcome to the Red Sea. So, I'm up here yarning. So we're going to be jumping into I don't know what book this is, the Bills Offensive Playbook. I'm going to be looking at the formation called Why Off Trip Week. And I'm going to give myself a challenge today. No adjustments. We've been doing good. No adjustments. Finding out plays that work with no damn adjustments. So give myself a little bit of a challenge today, which we're going to be looking at goal line, fork, zig. Now, this is going to be a tough one here to identify as well. So, let's spot the ball here. I'm back it up a little bit, back it up. Now, this play is this play is a little, it's actually good, to be honest with you. But a lot of people identify this as, yo, Kool-Aid, we have to adjust. I would say, no, we don't. I've been doing good with this no adjusting. Now, just like I say, it comes down to identifying our play. And this is what actually speeds up your labbing a little bit more, player. It's just to run the play. How the play is ran. What identify as the play is being ran. So what we have to look at is seeing what works, what does not work. Really? So we already know circle is a hidden gem. Circle is a hidden route. So what's identifying circle is that he pauses at the line of scrimmage here. Then he takes off. See? So now we have I will call this situation here. When we take notes in lab a play here, we actually looking on how the route is ran here. So now he stops at the line of scrimmage. So I will identify him as our one here. He's our one. So now, if you wait a little bit, he takes off and he becomes a two. Now, what makes this play deadly is that he has two routes in one circle. So now we identify. I'm like, okay, so now this actually opens up way more opportunity for me here. So, okay, since he's our 1 and 2. I'm like, so he's at the 1, bam, and our 5, he's hitting there too. So who else can I talk to? Which will probably be either between the R1 or triangle or square. Now, this is a little bit more different. The reason why I say square is kind of tricky, because square goes into an out and an in, which is decent, right? Which is perfect route. No problem with that route. But let's say what triangle does. Here, he stops at the 1. Now, this is interesting. So now we have a 1 and 2 with brown, and we have a 1 with triangle. Now, that's 3 routes between 2 people. Now, this actually gets interesting. So R1, he actually participates in the middle of the field. Now, this gives us a little bit more leeway. So now I'm looking at, okay, now, when I'm looking at this play, I'm looking at it develop. I already have 2 quick throws automatically. I have one instantly, instant at the 1. Bam. There's no way you can play on this ball any more better than right here. This is automatic here. This is our automatic 1. Automatic. The reason why I say it's automatic 1, you don't even have to think, because he's so close to the line. It's hard to defend. Now, the reason why I say this play is deadly, because if he breaks free off this one little quick throw, if I break, I got nothing but field. All right. So This is just automatic. I don't have to think about it. He's going to be there. I can wait, throw it to him. But what makes Madden a little bit more competitive is like he has to hike it, then throw it. This is something you will have to practice because it's like an engraved smoke screen, right? So now we have to practice this route. But if he breaks free, that's why I say it's so dead, because a lot of people do not know how to set up corners. But if he breaks free, you see what I'm saying? He has to come down. And this is a good play to run, but it's dangerous. But you have your instant one literally every time just to, test the theory. You see what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I say when they start keying in on it, because he had to drop back. And when he drops back and he breaks that tackle, nothing but open field. So now we're practicing the throwing motion of this play. We're practicing the throwing motion of this play. Because sometimes I'm seeing now, and when he hikes the ball, he can't get rid of it like that. That's what I want him to do. So when he gets rid of it like that, bam, now I have control of the receiver. See what I'm saying? That's what we want to practice for this play here. We want to practice getting control of the receiver. Because if I can get control of him quicker, I'll be able to break the tackle quicker. So now, see how the throwing motion changes? It slows down. Then this one is faster. See how it changes? So now we have something we have to practice, which is that give and go. Now, let's wait here. So we wait on the throw, go underneath. Now we got an extra 5 or 4 yards off this play. So now we can wait here, let him throw. Now we're understanding like, okay, these are just this is 2 routes out of 1 person. Now we have mastered the throwing motion of how we want to throw. You see what I'm saying? Now we're trying to master it. So his throwing motions change between this. See how fast he throws there? And if you wait on it, he slows it down and they throttle it. But if he gets there in time and break that tackle, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Because if he find that throwing motion and they're blitzing, cool, no problem. Now, you can throw a top throw, but look how long it stays in the air. You don't want that. That's what I'm saying. It's depicting on how the defense is ran. But if he gets that, and he picks that off, yeah, you're dead. But you have to see how the defender is playing. See how he's playing? Is he playing man? Is he playing zone? But if he throws there, he's playing zone. That'll give you a couple yards every time, basically. But now we have mastered that throwing motion. Now his weight comes underneath. Now he can play on the ball better. See how it motions in? So now we got something we can key in on. So now we can actually, bam, right across the field. We have our next one. It's like you playing backwards ball. You went from 1, 2, 3. So now you went from 1, 1. So now we're going back to 1. Now they're sending pressure and he comes in on that play. He has a cutback. Now this actually gets even better. Now we got a 1, 2, 3, 4 because he's going to, he's going to play the outside of the field, which is going to be square. So if we wait on him just a little bit more in that zone, bam, we can hit that right across the middle for that X catch. Now this actually should open up R1 and X later on down the line, but you have to top throw them. And we don't want to take the risk of doing that. We just want to stick to that R1 in case he come across that middle of the field. But if he don't, yeah, we can probably hit it. But 90% of the time, you already know with out routes and corner routes, it's just nowhere near impossible to throw those. So if I was to say in this play, you will have circle, triangle, and square as your 3 main receivers to throw to. The reason why I say that is because you have 3 check downs within 2 players. Then you have your 3rd player as your 3rd check down. Then we have a free throw across the middle of the field in case they're trying to guard all the field. And if he bodies over, you can definitely get those extra yards too as well. Very simple. So I would say circle, triangle, and square. This automatically works with no adjustments. No adjustments at all. No adjustments. So I would pay attention to square, triangle, and if he gets it, bam. If he gets it, don't. You can throw that anyway. But that's pretty much it. I pretty much made this play work with no adjustments. None whatsoever. So we can actually do a lot of things here with this play in the future in case we ever run into this play. So now I know who to go to. Any play should develop. Bam. Here. So I hope you enjoyed this play. I'm going to catch you guys on the next video.